Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to finish my botanical journal. So I've done a few videos on this one. If you want to go back and look at them, just search on my YouTube channel. And you can also search on my website. The details of the index are in the description below. Anyway, let's get going. And I have pulled out a whole heap of paper dolls because I really want to use some, and the ones I've chosen, I'm kind of going with a bit of a, spring theme. So I've got people in, these ladies in coats, didn't realise they're out, but I've got, this ladies, they look like they might be spring. These little people here, this little girl holding a bunch of flowers. So I'm trying to go for that sort of theme. I've also pulled out a few more Tim Holtz embellishments. These are ephemera about postcards and things. I might be able to incorporate some of them, plus my field notes, which are ephemera. Oh, look at that. I thought I'd lost it, and there it is. Isn't that amazing? I really thought I threw that in the bin a couple of weeks ago. My scoring tool, excellent. I'll try and not misplace it again. That was funny. Okay, a good find. So I've got all of these sort of springy things in here. Let's get going. I want to decorate the front cover. That's going to be the first thing. And I'm just wondering which one I will put on the front cover. I don't want to make it a wedding theme, so maybe I'll put these two on. I've got these great postcards. Aren't they fabulous? And this is kind of like a spring theme. I don't necessarily want to overcrowd the paper, but I do want to put something on here that's a bit more than what is already in the journal itself. So I'm just looking for a few more things to enhance this cover a little bit more. See what I can find. Like that label, that's nice. And I've got a little bird, other little trees and things, little dictionary pages. I don't know, I think I like that label. And the little people there. Maybe that's enough for now. I'll see how I go as I go through it. So I'll put the people down. And my idea is to get it bound today, and then I need to determine if I'm going to keep it, give it away, or sell it. And I haven't made that decision yet. So if you have any thoughts on that, just leave me a comment. Should I give it away? Should I keep it? Should I sell it? The problem is that I make so many that keeping them isn't always an option. And I have given quite a few away, and I've sold a few. So there you go. All right, so let's move on. Just leave that for now, and I can always come back. Now you'll see some things that are a bit changed in here. I did go through and just fix up a few little things this morning. I cut out these oval things and I've stuck them down here. So I've got a pocket at the back with a couple of bits of paper. And once again, I'm using the whole kit, as I do like to try and use up every single bit of the papers. So I've got a little picture here. This is one of the little postcards. I don't even remember what these are called now, but that can go in there. So there's a pocket at the front and a pocket at the back. I created a pocket out of these. Then I've got this guy with his puppy dog. I'll put him down here, but I'm only going to stick him half because his head will stick up over the pocket. I think that'll be fine. I think I'll put these little people down here. They're very springtime with the little things that she's holding. She's got a little bag of some sort. They're awfully cute, aren't they? I'm going to attach this down as a pocket, and then I will decide on what I'm going to put in it. So with this doll, I'm going to put her on the front of this envelope, and because she's reaching out with her arm, I need her to be reaching out to something. She just can't be sort of having her hand out like that for no reason. That's what I think. So she's reaching out to touch the flowers, and they need to be on the same plane. So you can't have one thing floating in the air that she's reaching out for. They need to look like they're standing at the same level on the ground. And that's just how I like to do it. So there, she's reaching out now to touch those flowers, and she's got flowers all over her hat. So I think that she's good for this sort of springtime botanic journal. Then I've got the little boy with his puppy dog. Let's pull his stuff out from there. And I think he'll just fit on there. And I can maybe put something else down as well, like some mushrooms or something. Got some other flowers in here, I think. Oh, popped out some more mushrooms. Or I could do a little label here. This says collection. I could do a little label. I think that ties in quite nicely because the colour around here is a very soft sort of red. But if I put him on, so his head's below where the pocket starts, I don't want him to float because he would only be a little bit floating above, and that might look a bit silly. So let's put him on, and lots of legs, boy legs, dog legs on this one. Legs, more legs. Okay. That is a massive dog. Oh, missed a bit popping out. Maybe it's a little boy, I don't know, but it's very big. I'll get him down so he's just sitting there. All right, now I've got only one thing in here at the moment, but I have pulled out some of my tea-dyed papers because I think I'm going to go through and put some of those in as well. I've got a pocket here, something needs to go in here, and that would be perfect. And everything there's got something in it. And I've got this. I'm not going to do anything with that one, I don't think. Let's see. Here's the centre. And the question is, do I put something in the centre or not with the bugs? Yeah, I don't really want to cover this because it's so pretty, but I'm happy to cover, you know, that beetle there. I don't know what sort of insect it is, but I'm happy to cover it. And I think this little family group is perfect. I want to put something maybe on top of this little thing here. That's a bit boring, isn't it? Put that on maybe. Or, oh, let's see, I had another one that was a bit longer. Ah, that's better. The question is that up the right way? I think it goes this way, so it can go there. And hopefully that's not upside down. Now there's a little envelope here with nothing in it. I don't know whether I'll put a bunch of flowers coming out of it. I don't have anything to put in it except I've got a label. I think that'll get lost. Oh no, it won't. It should still show enough if I put a label, but I still think I want to put a bunch of flowers coming up out of it like that. Okay, I'm going to do that first and then I might pop the label in. I've got a whole day of filming today. I've been that busy I haven't had much chance to get to my craft table. Well, I have, but I've been doing classes and preparing them, so it's kind of been taking precedence over doing my YouTube videos. I think that looks all right in there, and it's not going to get lost. You can still pull it out and use it. Okay, so I've kind of been wanting to get back and do some more videos, and it's been quite difficult lately. Well, I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't have anything to do except craft, but it's been difficult in that I've had commitments to make classes, which I love doing. It's just that I wanted to really do some more, you know, finish up all these other books that I've got to finish up. I definitely want to put something on this page, I think. It's looking a bit bare to me. I've already got the little envelope with the snail, and I'm wondering if I can stand her there so she's holding that little piece. Yeah, well, that's good. I can put her there. Yes, so I've been doing a lot. I'm also doing a lot of my family history lately, and that's been really, really fun as well. But it distracts from my craft, of course. So that's the thing. I'm also looking at getting myself, or I am getting myself, a new bike. I have a bike. I had a bike. I sold it last week. That looks cool because she's got a hand over the little thing now, and I didn't stick a hand down so you could still pull it out, but she looks like she's holding the little document. That's very cute. Yes, so I sold my bike last week, which I've had for a little while, and I'd kind of stopped riding it because, particularly since I've been sick, my balance hasn't been great. And I was concerned about falling off because I'm way too old to be falling off a bike. I have fallen off it in the past, but just once. But I thought, rather than worrying about falling off the bike, I should go and do something about it. And so what I did was I sold my bike because, in case you don't know, and you probably don't know unless you have a bike, bikes in Australia are really, really hard to get. Incredibly hard to get, actually. So they're in high demand, and I put it on Gumtree and I sold it in a day. So that was really good. I got lots of inquiries, and it just went to the first person who came to see it, which was great for me and for them because they were trying to buy this particular bike and they couldn't get a new one until like May next year. It's taking, you know, so long with the current health situation that things aren't coming into Australia. And then I decided that instead of getting myself another push bike, that I would get myself a three-wheeler. So yes, I'm buying a tricycle for myself, which might sound very amusing, and it has got 3 normal bike-size wheels, and it's got a big basket in the back. So I'll be able to pedal around and do the shopping and go out to the craft shop and things like that, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really hopeful that I'm going to get it in the next week. I think it's due to come into the shop on Friday, so next week or the week after they've got to build it. It should be available to me. So I'm super excited about that, super excited to get pedaling again, and I feel like I'll be a bit safer. And just because I could, I also bought an electronic one. So it's actually called an e-trike, which means it doesn't have a throttle, which a lot of people probably think that it has a throttle, but it doesn't have a throttle. It just has when you pedal, you can turn the motor on or the battery on, not a motor. And then when you pedal, it kicks in if you're going up a hill or something. And so it's called pedal assist. And it's going to be good, I think. I'm really looking forward to getting it. I'm hopeful that it won't be too far away. So that's the story, me and my e-trike, and hopefully I won't fall off it. I don't think, the man did say you can actually tip them over, but it's not, it's hard to do so. Like if you went off one wheel off the path onto the grass, he said it could actually tip. So I still have to be careful. But I'm pretty careful when I'm riding anyway because I'm not great at cycling. I don't know about other people, but I didn't grow up with a bike. We had one bike, which between the 3 of us, which my grandmother bought for us, but it wasn't allowed to come to where we lived. It had to stay at her place on the farm, and we only rode it when we went out there at Christmas and the May school holidays, as it was called then. This little label is going to fit in here. Look at that. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. These are a bit fiddly when you're getting them in and out, but I just like the little envelopes that sort of hang over the page like that, and I've added that down as well. I'm going to put these two girls down here with the bugs. That is actually a different piece of paper. I'd forgotten. I must have... Oh, is it a pocket? No, I didn't do a pocket. Okay, I'm still going to put them down here with the bugs. I need to sit her on something because she can't be sitting in the nothings, sitting on nothing. That's going to... What about here? No, I don't want that. So I didn't really grow up riding a bike. It wasn't until I was in my 30s and I met my husband that he had a bike, and then I bought one and started to cycle. But before that, it was just a matter of not riding. So I finally decided that I like cycling, but as I said, I don't have great balance at the moment, so I'm going to get this e-trike and ride around. So if you live in Brisbane, North Brisbane, you might see me pedaling around. Say hello if you do, please. Or if you're at Bella Paperie. I've caught up with a couple of you out at Bella Paperie. Let's see, I'm trying to work out how to put this thing down here. This, actually, that's not going to work. I've been trying there for a little while. It's just not going to work. So I'm going to ditch it. I'm going to put this little girl here. And maybe I'll put the little... Oh, I've got to take the stuff out here. It hasn't come out between her tights. And is there something else? Yes. You turn them on the back, you can see the cutout bit, which often isn't visible on the front of these things. So she's got a... I don't know if that's not a little bit too big or not quite the right shape or something. I've already got one of them up the top. I don't want to use another one. What about the little specimen? I don't think I need anything there. I'll just put her down. She doesn't look any good with anything there. I'm just checking all my pockets now to make sure that I've got something in all of them. I may take that out and put some paper in here. I'll just fold it up. Really good for journaling on. That's a bit big, isn't it? Okay. What I can do is I can cut that off. Just it didn't work very well, did it? I've just made a little booklet out of that coffee dyed paper that can go in there, and I think that looks much better than what it did before. I've got them in there. Let's just flip through quickly and make sure everything has something in it. I'm sure there's one envelope, this one here, that doesn't, so I need something for in there. Maybe I'll just put some more of this paper in. Let's measure that. I need to tear about an inch off the bottom. Cut or tear. And I need to re-ink those edges because now they're not looking as good as they were. And then this piece can go in here. I'll just slip that in. That's great. I think I'm nearly done. Pretty sure I've got something, oh, just this one here. So with this one, I'm just folding this piece of tea dyed paper up, I'm going to tuck it under here. Now this is the belly band that I put on, and then I put this piece, the journaling thing, over the top, and I'll just pop that in there. The only thing now that's left to do is to bind it, and I will do that now, and then I've finished the Botanic journal. So I hope you've done one too and you've crafted along with me, and I will be back with another video. This is Deborah. Cheers.